From the Virgil, a production of the A&A Media Group and Consider It Done Productions. Award-winning, aging, and awesome. Here are your hosts, Kai Sisson and Aaron Breen.
Welcome to Aging and Awesome. You know, we pride ourselves in finding ways to keep us all young at heart, and for many people, that is finding value in helping others.
Not only will we meet an exemplary local volunteer tonight, but we're actually going to show you how to keep your mind sharp by expanding it with Ollie. Plus, Dr. Freeman from the Reno Eye Institute is here to talk about something folks of all ages living in the high desert are dealing with, and that's dry eye. Plus, there's always that ride in Kai's cab.
But first, if you've been hospitalized at Renown in Reno over the last 2 years, you may find Freddie Wiltz a memorable face. He is a volunteer at Renown who spends his time checking in on folks and offering them things like magazines to pass their time.
But most importantly, what he delivers is smiles and hope and a brighter view of life. Here's his story.
Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey.
Good morning, good morning.
All right, you're looking good there, sir.
Freddie Wiltz is one of Renown's much valued volunteers.
Yeah.
Hi, Hedge.
You had breakfast already this morning?
Yes, sir, I did.
Uh-huh.
Great place.
Well, you're looking great. Because I was in here last month, so I ought to know.
His job is to deliver magazines, books, and stuffed animals. But it's his smile and his kind words that patients appreciate the most.
They don't know that they're about to just have the best 5 minutes of their life when he walks in the door.
How would you like a National Geographic magazine or anything?
Nobody is quite like Freddie. He is one of a kind.
He roams the hallways with his comfort cart, looking for anyone he can cheer up. You see, his journey here, fueling hope for others, came from a tremendous personal loss.
On February 12, 2021, I lost my oldest daughter, 43 years old, in Lake Charles, Louisiana, from COVID. She came to me in a dream, and she said, "Pops, I'm okay. I didn't have time to say goodbye, but you need to go down to the hospital. You love people, you love kids. Go apply for a job there. Volunteer your services." And this is why I wound up at.
He says he just showed up and said, "Look, I really want to volunteer."
He did just show up and said he wanted to volunteer here. Yes, we had an on-the-spot interview one day. I remember sitting down and talking with him, and I remember him telling me about his reasoning for wanting to be here and how much he cared about people and how he wanted to make a difference. And I thought, wow, I wish everyone was just like Freddie. And now I really do wish everyone was just like Freddie.
Whatever it takes to get well. You see how fast that was? You like to do?
This one's really soft.
Yeah.
He has a kind and calm energy about him, and I sensed that from our first conversation, and it carried all the way through his onboarding and even training with him, walking through the hospital, meeting guests, meeting people. He was just a bright light.
My first place that I usually stop is ER children. You can see kids in their mother's arms, not feeling well. You step in with an item, you see their eyes lit up. It's like, hey, they've reached the next level, they're getting well.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. What type of stuffed animal would you like? A dinosaur? Fish?
He's unexpected. You don't expect to have someone say, "Hey, how are you doing today?" when you're in the hospital. It's usually a little more serious than that. So when someone like Freddie walks into your room and just gives you that human treatment, that "How are you? How is your soul today?" I think people really respond to that.
The main reason that I love it is because I want to touch people's lives. Doing this tells me that I'm doing a great deed. because everybody needs that attention when they're down and low in spirit. It keeps me out of trouble because I know she's always here and she always tells me, looking after you, Pops. And I'm saying, oh my gosh, just like she's real right next to me and talking to me, you know, and I'm saying, oh, that's a joy.
And then what do you get out of it?
I get joy out of it because it tells me we only have one life, and enjoy it. Enjoy people, because we all have a purpose on this planet. It's a pleasure seeing you, and hopefully, you know, next week when I come through, you're gone.
Lord willing, I'll be gone.
Well,
Yeah.
you be blessed.
All right, I am.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jeffrey. Thank you, sir.
Renown has between 200 and 300 volunteers in all kinds of positions, and they can always use a few more.
Very nice story, Breen. And Freddie has been here at our show a number of times and is always such a breath of fresh air and hope.
He absolutely is. Now, if you want to get involved over at Renown, they're always looking for more volunteers in so many capacities there. You can get the information on how to see what's needed and how you might be able to help out over there with the link we've got set up on our website. Just go to agingandawesome.com and click on the Featured Segments tab.
So much more still to come. Don't you dare touch that remote. You can learn all about dry eye, why it's so prevalent here in this area, and what to do about it tonight with Dr. Dave Freeman from the Reno Eye Institute. And we're learning about ongoing learning with Ollie, the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. Dr. Lynn Gray is here to tell us what's new, plus that ride in my cab. But first, we reconvene with Aaron Breen right after this.
I thought there was nothing people could do about scams until I found Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website. There, I learned about scams in my area.
I lost a lot of money.
And I shared my story, too. I was offered an online work-from-home job. I spent all this money on course training materials, but there was no job. So be careful.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Better Business Bureau. Start with trust.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest-rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123. NV Legal Docs LLC, they are the Trust Masters, is a proud sponsor of Aging and Awesome, providing affordable wills, trusts, and estate planning document services. They are much different than your typical expensive law firm, offering flat fee pricing customized for each family. Having a trust is so important, and the NV Legal Docs team will explain at their no-cost, no-pressure seminar. Book your spot today and give them a call at 775-683-3100. Living trusts. Don't leave Earth without one.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Hello, come on in. Have you ever thought about your life as a journey on a train? Think about it. So many stations and so many stops, unexpected changes in your direction, even a few accidents along the way. At birth, we board that train and we meet our parents. And when we're young, we believe they're going to travel with us right by our side, always. However, at some station along the way, our parents actually step down, leaving us on the journey alone. As time goes by, other people board our train, siblings, friends, acquaintances, children, the loves of our life. Some step off and leave at stations along the way, and some stay for a reason, some stay for a season, some stay for a lifetime. You may not even notice some of them stepping down. Their seats are just suddenly vacant. Others you mourn profoundly as they go. Your train will be full of joy and sadness, good times and challenges, hellos and goodbyes all along the way. The mystery is that none of us knows where we ourselves will step down, which station is going to be our last. And when the time comes for us to leave, I do hope that we can leave behind some beautiful memories, happy thoughts, and positive changes for those we have touched and those who have touched us as they continue to travel on the train of life. Make your journey a joyful one and thank those who have been on your train while you still can. Embrace adventure and do whatever it is you're drawn to do, because you know what? We don't get a second ride. While we may add to the journey with some of our decisions along the way, we never actually have control. But we do know that that last stop is coming. So why not make that ride of your life all you can while you can? For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by the Medicare Store. The Medicare Store offers free, unbiased personal Medicare advice. Visit themedicarestore.com to find a location near you.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
I'm already on Medicare. Can I ignore all this mail? I keep hearing I can get more from my Medicare. How do I do that?
Reply hazy. Ask again.
This 8-ball's just as confused as everyone else.
You're not using that right. Give me that. Where can I get Medicare advice?
The Medicare Store.
Have you tried calling your neighbors at the Medicare Store? Visit the Medicare Store on South Meadows Parkway and US 395 in South Reno. Aging and Awesome is presented by Seniors in Service and the Foster Grandparent Program, helping at-risk children meet academic standards while providing positive intergenerational social interaction. The Foster Grandparent Program is looking for new volunteers. With a minimum commitment of only 5 hours a week, the Foster Grandparent Program is an excellent opportunity to give back to kids in our community. To apply to be a foster grandparent, give them a call at 775-358-2768 or visit seniorsinservicenevada.org.
If you or a loved one is having mobility issues involving stairs in their home, Summit Elevator can help. Summit Elevator can install an attractive and effective elevator that will give you the convenience you need to help your loved one safely reach an upper or lower level of your home. Our professional staff will carefully discuss the options and costs that fit your specific needs. Summit Elevator installs quality mobility products and is a locally family-owned company that has been serving Northern Nevada for over 20 years. Call Summit Elevator today.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. Dr. Lynn Gray is our friend at the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, and we love it when she comes to visit us. Dr. Gray, what's new at Ollie?
As you know, Kai, there's always something new at Ollie. We're coming back strong from COVID. We're now well over 1,000 members again, which is exciting, and we have a new executive director. You should think of it as like a gym membership for your mind as well as your body. So it keeps you engaged and active.
So how does that work? You become a member, then the classes are free, or?
Yes, exactly. So the membership is $85 a year.
A year?
A year.
Wow.
$85, it's the biggest little bargain in the biggest little city. $85 a year, and we have scholarships with no questions asked if that's a problem for you. And we are not on the UNR campus. We're on Moana, so we're easy to get to. There's plenty of parking. We have classes in history, in science, in economics, in the arts, in language. You can take ukulele lessons. You can take recorder lessons. You can learn to speak Spanish. You can do chair yoga. It's all for that $185 a year.
Incredible. And I know a lot of our live studio audience members participate and might have some questions. Anybody have some questions for Dr. Lynn Gray?
Great to see you today, Lynn. I'm an Ollie member, and I know how wonderful the services are. And transportation, again, is an issue for so many seniors, and now you guys are out in Moana. Do you provide any kind of help for folks that are stranded, that can't get around very well?
The SOS program we work with because we are part of Sanford as well. So we have volunteers who can bring you to Ollie. We have bus passes and a bus stop right in front of Ollie. If you need the bus passes, we have taxi tickets as well. And now, since COVID, we offer our programs at Ollie as well as hybrid. And that means you can sit in the comfort of your living room or your bedroom, and you can zoom into any Ollie class that you want to. So you can also watch them recorded later on. So now you have 3 options: in person, hybrid in real time, or watch a recording later.
Dr. Lynn, what do you teach?
Mostly these days, I teach about my passion, which is opera. But I also co-teach an economics class with my husband, and I also teach keeping your brain sharp with math games and puzzles. So I can leave you with a math question if you'd like.
Sure.
So, say you have won $1 million, and I will give you that $1 million at the end of 1 month, or I will give you the result of a penny that is doubled every day for that month. Which would you choose? The penny doubled every day for a month, or the $1 million? If you need the answer, you can email me. lgray@olliereno.org.
You are so fun, Lynn. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You got her email there. Thank you very much, Lynn.
Closed captioning for Aging and Awesome is brought to you by...
At Reno Eye Institute, you'll get the attention you deserve from a doctor who cares.
I came to Dr. Freeman because I needed cataract surgery. I needed it on both eyes, and Dr. Freeman was one of the few who could get me in right away. He cares about me, and I love him for that. You know, I can't say enough as to how well he takes care of you.
At Reno Eye Institute, our focus is you.
Now accepting new patients. Call Reno Eye Institute today at 451-7268.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. You know, you don't have to be of any kind of a certain age to have problems with dry eye. We live in the desert. Well, Dr. Dave Freeman is here from the Reno Eye Institute to talk about the symptoms and the solutions. Does it have to do with the climate like that? Is it the climate, or is that my imagination?
No, absolutely. Like you said, we live in the high desert, and it affects everyone around here, from young to old. I see people in my chair every single day, from teenagers to people in their 90s who deal with this problem. So it's a big issue.
Okay, so how do you know that you need to go see a professional for it and your eyes just aren't kind of bothering you?
There are many different symptoms for dry eye. The several things I look for: redness, irritation, grittiness, a feeling like there's sand in your eyeball. Dry eye syndrome can affect how we see. It can make things fluctuate as far as how clear your vision is throughout the day. And just a feeling like my eyes aren't right, or they're tired, or, like I said, misery.
And gritty, but I guess one of the things that surprises me is if you have problems with dry eye, you tear a lot, so which seems counterintuitive.
It does, and there are many different causes of tearing inside the eye, one of which being if an eyelash is pointed the wrong direction, that can cause tearing. If you have a plugged up tear duct, our tear ducts are located in our eyelids and they drain tears into our nose. But a little more commonly is if they're dry. So how does that make sense? Well, there's a reflex loop inside of the eye. If your eyes feel that they're dry, sometimes they overcompensate, so they'll make more tears on the outside of the eye.
It just seems so odd. Then it seems like you'd have enough tears. Why doesn't it balance itself out?
It's counterintuitive, like you said.
Yeah. So to know what kind of eye drops to use, I mean, I'm sure you don't just put water in there. Use saline or something like that?
Not necessarily. There are many, again, different causes of dry eye. Sometimes, well, let me describe why dry eye is caused in the first place. Sometimes it's a dysfunction of how many tears you're putting on the eye, how much water your eye is producing. There's also an oil layer that's produced by oil glands inside the eyelids that help trap water on the surface of the eye, and there's also mucus that's produced inside of the eye.
Ooh.
And all three of these components help us have a healthy tear film on the outside of the eye. If one of those layers is disrupted, then we can suffer from things like dry eye. And there's other things as well. Medications we take, things for high blood pressure, systemic diseases. If you have thyroid disease, that can cause dry eye. And again, the environment we live in here in northern Nevada can all lead up to this constellation of
Yeah,
dry
right?
eye. Exactly.
So what kind of treatments are there?
So I usually start conservatively. There are many over-the-counter remedies that you see in any pharmacy or supermarket, namely artificial tears. You mentioned saline, but the artificial tear products are a little better. They stick to the eye better, they help lubricate better. Normal saline is basically water that you're putting on the eye.
Okay.
There are more aggressive treatments as well, medications that can help your eyes produce more tears. And even more aggressively, something we do in the office almost every day, we can put little teeny tiny little plugs in the tear ducts to help the eyes retain more of the tears that they produce.
Oh, so there's a number of ways to treat it then, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not one size fits all. You have to have an eye exam to figure why the dry eye is being created and how to best combat it.
Okay, so if we need help with it, we know where to come, right? Over to the Reno Eye Institute, right?
That's right.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dave Freeman with the Reno Eye Institute.
If you or a loved one is having mobility issues involving stairs in their home, Summit Elevator can help. Summit Elevator can install an attractive and effective elevator that will give you the convenience you need to help your loved one safely reach an upper or lower level of your home. Our professional staff will carefully discuss the options and costs that fit your specific needs. Summit Elevator installs quality mobility products and is a locally family-owned company that has been serving Northern Nevada for over 20 years. Call Summit Elevator today.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Thinking about moving or downsizing? You should meet my good friend Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence. With over 35 years experience and specializing in helping older people. If you're looking for a home that better fits your lifestyle, Marsha is the right person for you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm Marsha Rambo, and I'm a realtor. I'll help you find the right home at any stage of your life. Whether you're considering selling your home or making a purchase, give me a call at 775-395-9133. Together, we'll make a plan that will best work for you.
Call Marsha today and tell her I sent you.
Howdy ho! It's off and away we go in Kai's Cab. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Here on Aging and Awesome, we love to do this because it's a lighthearted, fun segment that gives very smart people an opportunity to show off. We got a smart person in the back today.
I hope so. I'm Janet Johnson.
Janet, welcome to Kai's Cab.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. Are you excited?
I am.
Did you prepare?
No, I hope you give me easy questions.
Easy questions, we'll see. That's
I know.
Word. But I think you're going to do great. Let's get started. Get 3 out of 4 questions right today, Janet.
Okay.
And you are the winner of a fantastic prize. It is and always will be chocolate.
Yes.
You ready for some chocolate?
I'm ready, yes.
Here we go. Question number 1. In which Robin Williams film does he dress up as a British nanny? A. Dead Poets Society. B. Good Morning Vietnam. C. Nanny 911. or D, Mrs. Doubtfire?
D, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yes.
Oh, was that too easy?
Oh, yes, that was good.
That was a great movie, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, good, Janet. Well, got your first one right. Question number 2. Which of the following has a gravitational pull so strong not even light can escape it? A, a star. B, a rogue planet. C, a black hole. Or D, a meteor?
C, black hole.
Black hole, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Black hole is correct!
Hey.
Good, see, you didn't have to be scared. This is easy.
Uh-huh.
Good, Janet. Here we go. Question number 3. Let's get it right. In which ocean do you find the Bermuda Triangle? A, Pacific. B, Atlantic. C, Indian. Or D, Arctic?
Atlantic.
Atlantic Ocean, Bermuda Triangle. It is the correct answer today. We have another winner in Kai's Cab. Janet, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, you were just so sweet and so fun at our live taping today. I love to ask everybody who is such a wonderful light in our world, such as yourself. You got 15 seconds to tell us anything, any wisdom, any advice. Go for it.
Be nice to everyone. You never know when you're going to run into that person again or if they might become a future relative.
I feel like there's a story behind this advice.
There is.
Oh man, maybe we'll do a story on that. I don't know. If it's a positive one, I'll have to think about it. We'll talk after we get out of here.
Okay.
But Janet, they may become a relative.
That's right.
You are so wonderful. We'll see you back here in the cab again soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Kai's Cab is presented by Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Washoe County and Carson City. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons.
Coming up next week on Aging and Awesome, love is in the air. It's almost Valentine's Day, and we've got a story of long-time love from a local couple who've known each other through thick and thin and through even other marriages, but they've ended up together. That's on our Valentine's edition of Aging and Awesome next Saturday at 7 p.m. on CBS in Northern Nevada.
Thanks so much for joining us. Not just those here in the studio audience, but those of you who join us online and those of you who join us from home. We really couldn't bring you all this information without your support and the support of the Virgil.
And neither could we put all this together without our community stakeholders who are so worthy of your patronage. A big thank you to the Trustmasters,
The Medicare Store, the Better Business Bureau,
Eden Home Health and Eden Hospice,
Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks,
Seniors in Service,
Krista Meyer Law, Life Care Planning Reno, LLC,
Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
Reno Eye Institute,
Summit Elevator,
and Senior Care Plus. And we'll see you right back here next week.
Bye.
We're young,
but we're wise.
We're innovative,
but we're old school. Here's the deal. We're different. We're focused on you because you're focused on older people.
With PR and production services tailored for senior care and healthcare providers, the A&A Media Group believes older people are invaluable and irreplaceable.
From our award-winning weekly TV show, Aging and Awesome, to how we powerfully represent brands across the West. We are the A&A Media Group.
And we're changing the narrative on aging. Visit ANAmediagroup.com.